As I always say, anybody who's been in a meeting with me, it's another day in virtual heaven. It's great to be here.
Great to be here indeed. I've been waiting for this, I think for the last couple of days. Couldn't sleep at night. Didn't eat today. I'm so excited for this webinar.
Whoa, that's a lot of dedication.
That's a lot of dedication, yeah. This is my first webinar, guys, so I'm super excited. So excited to be sharing this with Randy, my favorite coworker.
Same. We are pretty much ready to go, but I think we always give around 5 minutes for everybody to come on in. In the meantime, we just wanted to reiterate that the question and answer section is live. So we will be engaging with you there, not through the chat group, but again through the Q&A. As we go on, we have our team will be there supporting you, asking questions. Feel free to stop in and let us know you're here. Let us know what you're interested in, what you're looking forward to about the CoderZ League in the fall, which is now.
Can you believe it's fall already?
I cannot.
Summer passed by so fast.
I know. Well, I'm over in Massachusetts, and we just had ourselves a Sunday. We had ourselves a beautiful. It was getting up to 70. Sun was out. All the folks were trying to get their last beach day in from the Cape. Probably. You never know when it's going to be your last over here in Massachusetts. Weather changes and by the second.
More sunny days.
Yeah. Cool. So go ahead again. What's up?
Randy, what are you most excited about for this upcoming league, 2022?
For the CoderZ League? Oh man, come on, you know me. I like to see the hacks. I like to see people figuring out the creative ways to get more points. That's always cool. I love myself some Twitch. So I like to see the playoff rounds are really exciting. Yeah, I love love to watch the announcers, get that esports vibe. And the new games. I'm excited about the new games.
Same.
And I heard that we're going to hear about the new games during this webinar.
For sure, we're going to show everyone a sneak peek of the new games. We're going to walk you through them a little bit just to give you something to look forward to. And yeah, we're going to talk all about the upcoming season, what to expect, all about the new exciting challenges coming up. I can't wait. Oh my God. I'm going to wait for 2 more minutes before we start.
Let's see if we can get to 50. Let's see. We got 47 folks in the room right now. I
wonder where they are from.
Yes, please. Guys, Q&A, start talking. Let's go.
Tell us, where are you from?
Yes.
We usually have a lot of people from the US, but also we have folks from Singapore. We have people from Thailand. We have people from Ghana. Where else exotic in the world? Paraguay. My God. Did you ever visit one of those places, Randy?
I've been to some interesting places. I can't say that I've been I'm from the United States. I've never been to Las Vegas. I've never seen California. So
Same.
I got some traveling to do.
Book your next flight right after this webinar.
Yeah, well, one of my favorite things to do during the summer is go to those CSTA conferences, go to the ISTEs and see all the teachers. But then they also choose these great little cities to go to. So those are fun for sure. All right, you want to get started, Hila? What are you thinking?
Yeah,
ready to get started?
I see Mike is waving and maybe telling us that we should get this show on the road. So let's start by introducing ourselves. What do you think? Would that be a good place to start?
Sure. You first.
No, I give you the honors.
Guys, if we haven't already had a conference together, already, if you haven't seen our last CoderZ League webinar, or if you haven't been with us since 2018, my name is Randy Swartz. I'm District Account Manager for this side of the US map. I've been with CoderZ and the team since we launched in early 2018. Since then, it's been really great to see the growth. We are at over 1 million users currently with our CoderZ League curricula, so that's an exciting announcement. And yeah, it was since 2018. That's not too much of a time to reach that goal. So obviously, you guys have been a major part of it. So thank you. But I'm just super psyched to be here. I love engaging with educators who are dedicated to STEM as much as myself, and as much as Gila, and as much as all of the CoderZ League team members. So it's just really great to be up here talking to you guys about the CoderZ League today, and I hope we answer all your questions. If I don't, feel free to reach out to me via email, via meetings, or call me on my phone, and we can have a chat. But Gila, did you include my email over here?
No, I didn't, but I bet our team can put that email on our Q&A.
Yes, please do.
So if you want to hit up Randy specifically, you can do that by reaching to the Q&A. But our team will be there to answer any of your questions, and they will personally reach out to, if for some reason we won't get to any of your questions, then we will follow up, promise. But Randy is a pleasure to talk to, so you might as well. So hi everyone, my name is Hila Sege-Frenkel. I'm based in Israel. I'm the product growth manager here at CoderZ League. I'm relatively new to the company, so as I said, this is my first webinar. So excited. I'll be in contact with you through the league via social media. I'll be your go-to person if you have any questions, any concerns, any other things you want to know about the league during the league or before. We're gonna link the Facebook group afterwards, and please feel free to contact me as well. I'll be there and welcome you. For my past experience, I graduated from George Washington University. I studied educational technology and leadership, so obviously I'm super pumped about working in the education world, and I'm happy to. This is going to be my first league, you guys, so I'll be right there with you through all the steps, getting to know this amazing ride. Let's move on. So about what we're going to talk about today. So this is our agenda. First, we're going to talk about what is the CoderZ League. If you don't know already, we're going to walk you through it. The pedagogy behind the CoderZ League. Why students are so obsessed with CoderZ League. Randy, I bet you have some answers to that. The reason teachers love it, also, it's the teacher's favorite, and we're going to show you why. We're going to talk about a little bit about the league structure and important dates you should already schedule in your calendar. We're going to do an overview of the games for you per division. We have 3 divisions. We're going to talk about each of them. What's new this season? We talked about new games and everything new that's coming. How to sign up and your next steps towards winning maybe the league this year. We're going to provide you with a special promo code just for you guys, just for attending this webinar this lovely afternoon. We're going to provide you with a special coupon code that will give you a major discount for this 2022 league. Okay, so let's dive right in and talk about what is the CoderZ League. So basically, the CoderZ League is an international virtual robotics and coding competition designed to engage students regardless of coding experience, whether you have it or not. You'll be just fine. With exciting challenges and opportunity to work collaboratively in teams. Why are we so obsessed with the CoderZ League, Randy?
We'll be here all day. I mean, we'll be
answers.
here all day, but
So many possible answers.
it's the possibilities are unlimited. You know, the fact that students get to engage with one another, the fact that it's all in the hands of the students that get to be involved, the fact that teachers themselves find themselves, even if they don't have a background, consumed with how cool this stuff is and how great it is, and the fact that we don't need to consider ourselves to be a STEM person. The second we get in there, we realize, hey, STEM is for everybody. It don't have
STEM
to
is for
consider
everyone.
yourselves a STEM person. We're all STEM people. We just need to try it. Come on. Now you
Perfect.
can.
So the reason why I love CoderZ League, if you ask, is because it really helps students develop life skills such as collaboration, communication, kind of help them think in a way that would help them progress in the future. And another thing I really love about CoderZ League is that all students get to code. It's not a one-man show. Everyone on the team gets to code and write code and develop their thinking and their STEM skills. But you know what? Let's take a second to watch a video that will get everyone get a feel of what CoderZ League is all about. We love this video. We had a technical glitch, Randy. They couldn't hear the voice to the video. I'm playing
I
it
heard
again.
it. I heard it.
We're gonna redo it. Can you hear the? Can you hear it
I
now?
hear it. Mm-hmm.
And we were dancing to the music and everything, and people couldn't hear us. That's a shame.
No, we did. It was great.
Perfect. So now, what is the vision of CoderZ League? So basically, we aspire to inspire every learner on the planet to realize their full potential and own their future. So how we do that? We do that by those steps. We start by playing. So as you know, Randy, CoderZ League looks and feels like a video game. Who doesn't like to game? Everyone loves to game. Everyone loves to game. So basically, the whole idea was to cater to you teachers, help students relate to STEM in the way they love most, by playing. Then our students compete in the league, go through the different missions and tasks, and maybe win. But our whole agenda is that everyone is a winner. So no matter if you end up winning the competition, you'll have small milestones and small successes during the way that will make your learning experience an amazing one. Our core values are being inclusive, engaging to the students and to you teachers. We're interdisciplinary, so we teach STEM through we take all aspects of STEM, math, science, physics, and
We
we're
use the
very flexible.
vessel. We use the vessel of the virtual robot in order to do that. That's correct. Um, yeah, I mean, you said it best. Absolutely.
Perfect. So as we said, no prior knowledge for teachers or students is required, but the challenge is, I mean, the challenge is whatever our students want to do with the power they have of coding, they can do. I mean, the competition is itself and the missions and the tasks, these students, even those who don't have the knowledge and those who are very knowledgeable in coding and already have this coding experience to reach higher levels and conquer the world of coding.
Yeah, I mean, we assume that the students coming in and the teachers coming in have no prior background. That's our immediate assumption, which is why we're providing the training camps within the platform before the competition starts. So we're making
Spoiler
sure
alert.
that everybody is there as a learning experience first and foremost, and then getting themselves into a point where they're competing. So that's really important. The other thing that's really important, I think that we need to take in consideration is that all of our students in this competition for robotics are coding. Whereas other competitions does not require each student to go in to the back end of their robot that they're building and create the code or think about the pseudocode. Here we really are as a team, and especially in the playoff rounds, we're really thinking as a team of what are the steps? How can we get our robot from point A to point B? So everybody is really involved in the coding process, and that's what I love about CoderZ League specifically.
Exactly, and it's not only important to be the best coder unless you can really work as part of a team. I mean, you won't have the full impact on whatever journey you'll embark on unless you have the full package of also knowing how to work collaboratively, also knowing how to problem solve. It's not just about the coding. So I think this is kind of our overall vision. What about the pedagogy? So as we said, students are encouraged to progress on their own pace during the CoderZ League. They will have to go through tasks and complete missions, but they won't be there by themselves. Don't worry, we won't just throw them into the waters. We're going to have tips and instructional videos that will guide them through and help them succeed. Also, helping them to create those small milestones, small successes during the way. As we said, we're also going to prepare the students for the future. How's that? So our goal is kind of to imitate real life scenarios, but help students prepare for their future jobs. So in our actual jobs as adults, we have to go through from mission to mission. We have to work with other people. We have to explain what we did in order for others to follow up or be a part of our overall mission. So this is another thing I really love about CoderZ, that it really helps students for whatever career they decide to go on, whatever their path would look like. Also, we put
Right,
emphasis
and
on.
you're not going to be when you're in a team, you're not going to be the only one. You're not going to be the only one coding. Especially, I'm referring specifically to the job force. When you're coding for a website, or you're coding for a robot, or you're coding for a marketing campaign on a landing page, everybody is involved in the process of coding, which means that when you're creating your code, that notes section is not only going to be for you to keep track of what your code is saying, but that's also for your team member. When your team member hops in and is working on your code with you, they also need to know what's going on. So there's never going to be a scenario really where you're on your own coding alone. So that's something that we also need to think about during our STEM careers for the future as well.
Exactly. Also, we allow students to we break every task to small tasks to allow students to kind of go through the task step by step until they complete it and create those quick wins.
Yeah, and I think that something that we need to take into account as well is if you are familiar with our curricula and the way that we scaffold our curricula, we try to simulate the same experience in our CoderZ League. So when we say scaffolding, just to reiterate, I know that a lot of us are going to know what scaffolding means, but to relate it to the CoderZ League, the first 3 missions will be really helpful into students that they might come with pop-ups in the gamification process. They'll see the pop-ups, but each mission is going to build on the prior skills that they were learning. So it will progress, and we don't just expect the students to be thrown in and solve a puzzle without being given the tools. So we always provide the tools and always make sure that students have that ability to go and track their progress, to continuously build on their skills and move farther into the competition.
Right. So while the first missions might be super easy, the following ones will be super challenging, going through the finals where the challenge is really incredible. So why students love CoderZ? So I'm going to tell everyone right now, don't even listen to us. Watch our student testimonial videos on YouTube. This will give you everything you need to know about why students love CoderZ. But I kind of put some, I wrote some quotes for myself to kind of highlight why students said they love CoderZ. So one student said, one of my favorite topics is math, and CoderZ has a lot of math. Nice. Another student said, it helps understand how technology works. In the computer world, you can do anything. Another student said, it's really easy for me to learn. Even if I can't do something, I can watch a video tutorial and learn how to move forward. This is kind of, we talked about this on our previous slide, but again, it's a student saying that. CoderZ is really fun. I like the opportunities. It makes me think about what I have to do in order to move on. It's fun in general. But we wrote some points here as well. So the competition gives the learning experience an edge. What do you think about that, Randy? About the competition giving the learning experience an edge?
I think that when you are taking students into not only a team atmosphere, but a figure it out atmosphere, that's completely related to instructional time enrichment, I think you have the recipe for success. That's what I think. So when you're talking about competition gives learning experience an edge, it means let's try to apply our desire to solve problems into the classroom, which is something that really does drive us to become better learners, is to try until we get it. And that's something that can definitely be picked up in competitions like the CoderZ League and in our curricula as well.
Love it. Everyone can join, code, and contribute to the team regardless of previous coding experience. We talked about this. Students receive immediate feedback. How important is that to have immediate feedback? Just know if you did something off the bat, right or wrong, you have the feedback, you can progress, you can kind of Q&A yourself and understand what you did right, how to make it
and
better
they're virtual
next time.
robots, so we don't have to worry about crashing these. We can try it. That's the beauty of the simulation right there. We can try it as many times as we want. Reset the robot, get back to square one, keep going at it. We don't have to worry about buying, new robotic parts. Just don't throw your Chromebook.
Hi.
Yeah.
It's obviously very fun, and what I really, really love about CoderZ, that girls love CoderZ, which shouldn't be taken for granted, because sometimes we don't see many girls in coding competitions, robotic competitions. So the fact that we have 40% girls on our league each year is really, really impressive, and to me, it means a lot. Did you know who won the 2020 competition, Randy?
Which
who won the league?
Junior
2020?
Junior,
Junior
pro.
all-girl team from Ghana.
Wow.
The girls
Obviously.
actually win this thing.
Obviously.
Yeah, we rule the world, guys. Um,
Who runs the
so as
world?
we,
Girls.
it's a combination of both individual and group work. Team spirit. Oh my God, the team spirit aspect is really incredible. Team spirit, Randy, you want to elaborate a little bit because you have this
Team
experience from
spirit.
last
I
year.
mean, I'll tell you
We're all about
something.
the team spirit.
I'll tell you something. You guys go make shirts. You do your thing. You do whatever makes you guys happy. Pom poms. I've been since
T-shirts.
2018 having the cyber robotics coding competition. Have seen I've seen buses come in where we've had teams of maybe, you know, two teams of we had two students each the cyber robotics coding competition. So there might have been like four students that were sent from each school of like two teams, and the rest of the bus would just be the fans from the school coming in, just cheering them on. And so I'm saying
Who needs basketball?
not
Who
only are
needs
we hoping
baseball?
that yeah, not only are we hoping that the teams are getting psyched about this stuff and making t-shirts. By the way, contact me for logos. I'll send that stuff right over and make it at the in your maker spaces in your class as part of projects. But I really love to see students cheering each other on and understanding that this is an esports opportunity to throw the playoffs on your screen in the in the lunchroom or in the assembly hall, or to have to turn the lights off and put it up on the screen in the classroom. So by all means, you shouldn't be silent about competing in a robotics league, and you should definitely celebrate it. But yeah, I just love to see excitement surrounding something that is just so cool in itself, which is robots, and we all love those. So
Who doesn't like a good robot? Yeah, so start prepping your shirts and your pom-poms, and if you need any help with cheering, I'm here. Talk to me. We talked about why students love CoderZ, but hey, we know who are the biggest fans of CoderZ. Teachers. This is actually a quote from a CEO of Duck Learning Singapore. CoderZ is every teacher's dream. But why is that? Well, starting off with it, if you don't have time to spare in class, CoderZ League can be done in 30 minutes a day. You can decide how to work your times in your classroom, obviously, but again, it shouldn't be time consuming unless you want it to. People are obsessed with CoderZ, but if you don't have time, it's also for you. Again, anyone can teach CoderZ League. No STEM knowledge required. We have teachers who are English teachers. We have teachers who come from arts. Sometimes schools have to assign teachers to different extracurricular activities or whatever it is. And sometimes teachers do not come with the knowledge. And we are very pro that, and we are very we really like to guide those teachers along the way and show them how fun it could be to teach something that is STEM related, even if they don't come with computer science
and
background.
feel free to even drop the teacher title when you're in here. You can definitely consider yourself a coach. You can consider yourself a mentor. We
have parents. We have parents who lead CoderZ League teams this year.
Yep, definitely. And shout out to New Jersey. There's definitely a few after school programs from New Jersey that
led
have been
by parents.
led by parents. Yep.
Nice. So our whole CoderZ League structures is tiered, so it's accessible for all levels. Even if you can code, if you have this experience or not, we'll find the right tier for you. So don't worry if your kids are if they already tried CoderZ League before, if they participated in past years, don't worry. We have new challenges and missions this year, and they will be happy to join this year as well, because they'll have so many new exciting challenges just ready for them. Students are engaged from the get-go. So we said before that even when you start with the CoderZ League, even if you don't have any knowledge as a student, your first tasks are going to be probably easy. Just drive your car, click go, click here, press there. So it gets students really excited really soon. So you won't have to go through the process of convincing them why it's so cool. They will see for themselves that it's a lot like the games they play at home, Minecraft, other games. We promise you they will be engaged from the get-go. Our team is there to support you in any way to success, all the way to success. So as we said before, Randy and I and our entire team is super dedicated for you to succeed. So you could find us anywhere, email, social media. We have so many guides for you. We'll show you the teacher's guide moving forward, but we have a huge knowledge base. So you're not alone in this. We're there to hold your hand through the process, and you'll rock it. I have no doubt. Oh my God, let's talk about the divisions.
Yeah, exciting things going on. So just like before, we recently introduced the Novice League. So Novice League would be the first league that we're going to review here. There's 3 of them. This we estimate just like our CoderZ Adventure curriculum. Similarly, we suggest 4th through 6th grade to enter in the Novice League. Something important to know about Novice League is that it does not have playoff rounds. So after the preliminary round, that will determine the winner of total points for the team based on your region. So in the Novice League, you will be competing in regions only. Okay. All right, so let's talk about the Junior League. Junior League, also similarly, if we were to compare it to in difficulty or into pedagogy to curriculum, closely related to Cyber Robotics 101. What course are we relating it to, Hila?
Sorry?
What course is it similar to?
Robotics 101.
Cyber Robotics 101. So if you are at that level, this is a great way to start. We're also going to suggest, just like we see before on CoderZ Adventure, if we're talking about suggestions, 6th through 9th grade is what we suggest for the junior competition. Now, what does that mean? That means next up we have the Pro League. And in Pro League, we estimate 7th through 12th grade to participate in this. Now it's going to be the hardest level. It's going to be aligned closely to our Cyber Robotics 102 curriculum. And just to let you know some differences here is that you do have a choice of coding in either Blockly or Python.
And you can change. You can start coding with Python and then decide you want to move back to Blockly.
So this would be your opportunity to take your students into textual-based coding. I will say some interesting things about what we're looking at here. So we really don't. We would not like to have teams join the junior league that are above 9th grade. I think we're really trying to cut that off. We want to make things fair for all of our divisions. But similarly, let's look at it from the other end. If we have 5th graders that are doing Cyber Robotics 101 and you think they're ready for a junior league, we absolutely encourage you to take them up a level. But I think it's that threshold of 10th grade that we're going to say we really would not like you to enter your 10th graders into the junior league. I think we're really trying to cut it off at 9th grade. And so that being said, similarly for the Pro League, if you have students in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and they're already textually based coding, or they're already understanding concepts of or being taught concepts of physics because they might be in a gifted program, definitely encourage them, take them into the pro, and enjoy competing at a higher level. We also think that if you are a team that has been competing it's your third year in junior, by all means, take that leap and try pro. So that's really my breakdown of these different leagues. I always,
Oh,
always,
feel
always
free
get
to consult with us if you
feel free to
have, if,
consult with us. The next thing I
yeah,
was going to say, I always get questions about this. Hey, this is what we're doing right now. Or, hey, we're just working in Scratch right now and we're transitioning to, CoderZ League this year. These are the types of things that my students have been doing. Text me or text me that stuff, email me that stuff. We'll have a consultative meeting about what program or what league would be good for you, and that's completely fine, just to have a conversation about it too, if you'd like to.
perfect.
Awesome.
Let's move over to the user guide.
Okay, so I wish that this was the first slide because it's so important. CoderZLeague.com really does have everything that you would need in order to get started, get registered, but most importantly, it's where the user guide lives. So what I would really recommend, if you are teams right now that are already in training camp and you're signed up for the CoderZ League, if you're thinking of signing up for the CoderZ League, if you're about to get a purchase order in or pay with credit card for the CoderZ League, I'm wondering why you haven't gone to CoderZLeague.com, then clicked how it works, and then clicked on the
Maybe
user
they
guide.
have. Maybe they already have.
I hope
We have
you
some
have.
excellent
It's gonna
teachers here.
tell you. It's gonna tell you the schedule of when things are happening. It's gonna tell you uh, cutoff dates. It's going to tell you how to set up your team. Everything that you need to know about the CoderZ League will be in the user guide. So again, CoderZLeague.com. Then go to the tab called How It Works. Then scroll down and click user guide. So everybody, please do that if you haven't already. And if you have done that uh, and you haven't found something, please reach out to me or use the knowledge base. The knowledge base is also located at the bottom left-hand side of your CoderZ League platform. And that is our Google search for anything related to CoderZ curricula or CoderZ League. Any questions you have, type it in there. It will bring you to a very helpful article. I'm not trying um, to send anybody away from me. I'm just saying it's a great resource to have if I'm not available, if Gila's not
Guys,
available, and you
we're
guys are.
always available. We're always available. But you also have the user guide.
You have the
Could you
user
tell that
guide. Please use it.
Randy was super excited about this slide, but we'll have to
All right, let's
cut
go.
it. And funny you mentioned a little bit about the learning phase, what we'd like to call the training camp. Would you like to elaborate a little bit about the learning phase of training camp?
Yeah, the training camp is where you'll be able to practice towards the league itself, solving missions, solving tasks, and prepping for what's about to come. It's a chance to build your students' confidence, set up your team, decide on what roles that you'd like to have within the group. It might turn out that during the learning phase you decide who's going to be your team captain. It might be a time to talk about what you would like your flag to
Flag?
be and create it. Yep.
Great
Uh,
minds, great
yep.
minds.
And then the competition phase. So during the competition phase, that will start on October 11th. And then everyone across the globe will be able to access the CoderZ League games and start solving challenges and missions and track their progress on the leaderboard. So leaderboard will open up. That's your time to see who you're playing against, who's in your region. Very exciting time. So just take into account that these are the dates. Look at them, take them in, be prepared. But
Once
again,
you
this is
register, you can already go to the training camp. So you can start now. You can start today. It will take us about 2 or 3 days to get your registration going. But starting the next 2 days, you could have CoderZ League and start practicing. So if you're into that, go ahead and register now to start your training camp journey.
let's see what things look like inside the good old platform. Awesome. This is what it would look like when we open up and press our CoderZ League tab within the platform, located again on the left-hand side, you will be able to see your challenge missions. You'll be able to see what your students will also see. By the way, we wanted to make sure that just like your students are looking at the activities and missions, also the teacher will be able to look at the activities and missions, also play the activities and missions, which is important.
Nice.
So this will be your indicator to see who's on the high road, who's really excelling, who might need some extra help. So just like our CoderZ curricula has the class management section, we really wanted to make sure that the coach for CoderZ League have that same ability to intervene if they need to, or if you are deciding to split your students up into groups of twos, for instance, then you might be able to look at this section and see, oh, Steve is struggling a little bit. He hasn't done all of his missions yet, and Sally is going through and she's absolutely crushing it. So maybe tomorrow I'm going to pair these two up together, and then Steve would learn a little bit from Sally. So we wanted to make sure that that same type of management for the coach, that same type of bird's eye view would be available in the CoderZ League. So that's a huge, huge advantage to you as the coaches. So please keep that in mind.
Now it's the competition phase. What do they see?
So when you're looking in your platform, among other things, among the scoreboard and all that cool stuff, you're also going to be able to see the different games that we have available. And during the windows of our competition, you're going to see those things open up based on the current time of the competition. All of the missions, all of the sections will be available to you again in your CoderZ League platform. Okay, so let's break it down into sections. So on October 11th, that's when the preliminary rounds will begin, and that's when you'll be divided into your regions based on geographical location. Okay. On December 15th, that's when the group stage will begin, and this is the round of the top 64 teams. Again, top 64 teams from every region will move on into groups of 4 and start playing the final challenges against our CoderZ AI. Okay, so you will be playing to get your best points again against the robot that we have that we as CoderZ have coded. So you're going against CoderZ to get the most points, and we are going to compare those points to the other teams in your group. Again, we say top 64 teams. I'm just gonna go on this a little bit more. Not all of the teams will make it to the next section. Okay, so it's really important to motivate your students in preliminaries and really make sure that they're getting the most amount of points they possibly can. That also means that every student should be coding because every student is contributing. Okay, so that's sort of the connection between each stage. Now, the playoff rounds that will begin on December 22nd is going to be the top 32 teams within the region, and they'll move on and face off against each other. So before you are entering as a team your code for your robot to compete against an AI, but here your teams will be competing against the other teams in your region. Okay, and at the end of each game, you'll know who the winner was because we will be simulating the games on Twitch. Correct, Hila?
I cannot wait. I cannot
Okay.
wait to view this.
Yeah, I mean it's like this is our favorite part, of course. The whole
one of the highlights.
It's really the highlights. Again, it's where the gaming chairs are out. It's where the announcers are, screaming into the microphone and the confetti. And this is really the culmination, and really where your students are going to enjoy the hard work that they've put into creating that code.
Also, you can see the kind of our previous World Finals on our YouTube channel. So if you're curious to know what Randy is talking about and what gets us excited, what really motivates us to kind of do this thing, and it really is the World Finals and the crazy event. So go check out our YouTube channel for this. You
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
regret it. You won't regret it.
So the World Finals are going to happen after, after our December break, after we celebrate the new year. We come back. The teams who have won their regional finals, we're going to move on and face off in an epic final showdown that would determine the CoderZ League world champions for 2022, and they will live an epic glory on our website forever,
And we'll get a massive
forever.
trophy. And we'll get a massive trophy.
I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Who doesn't want hardware?
Who
Okay.
doesn't? Let's talk about a little bit about the Novice Division, and then we're going to show them the videos and going to run a little bit through the slides. So you want to share a little bit about the Novice Division and
Yeah,
the game?
of course we're in the novice division, and we want to make sure that it's the perfect introduction to STEM for students with no previous experience in robotics and coding, right? We mentioned this. Teams are going to work together as they navigate Zappy the robot through engaging and well-structured missions. As they progress, students experience the fundamentals of robotics, including basic principles of coding with Blockly using simple chain commands. Novice League
And these
ends
are the.
the.
Sorry, go ahead.
What'd you say?
I wanted to show them the games. I wanted to show them RoboGolf and Maze Madness and Moonbase, are incredible games.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Wow.
Go ahead.
So we're gonna skip to Junior. We're gonna talk a little bit about Junior and then show you a sneak peek of the game that will crush your mind. No, you're gonna talk about Junior first, Randy.
Okay. All right. So in Junior, the challenge are designs for students with intermediate coding. Just like we mentioned, teams compete to unlock new games and challenges in a quest to get their virtual robots to the finals. As students refine their Blockly coding skills, they hone their computational thinking and creative problem solving skills. To get students into the game experience, we have a short video that captures the essence of what the game is about. Here is a short video of Laser vs. Balloons.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. So moving on, we'll talk a little bit about pro challenges are going to engage students with strong coding backgrounds, CoderZ League's highest level. Teams take on challenges in galactic worlds as they work together to solve obstacles and challenges with Blockly and or Python. Students not only depend on their knowledge of coding and physics, but they must use collaboration, creativity, and problem solving to triumph. Now, I don't know if some of you are coming back to us from last year or years prior, but we are definitely adding new games. So you might have noticed that we did have similar game similar structures of games. However, if we see the games from last year like Battery Raid or Space Chase, we're going to put in different we're going to put in different types of games, if that makes sense.
No,
So
and
we're
new
not
code
going to
will
be the same
be,
challenges. It's
yeah,
not
and
going to
new
be the
code will
same
be
challenges from
required.
last year. Yeah. But Gila is going to talk about the new games that we're including this year. So without further ado, go ahead, Gila.
Oh my God. So let's start with Maze Madness. So in this game, Zappy will have to navigate through the maze to find its way to the target. What you see here is a small GIF of I feel like the first step of the game. So don't worry, it would look like the upper picture. The maze will be incredible and complex. But really, it's all about getting your robot to end the maze and find its way. And what about Highway Hoodwink? Randy, did you ever see a robot try to cross the street?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're
An
all
average day of
wondering
your life.
what do you get? What do you get when a robot crosses the street? It
So this
sounds like the
is,
beginning of a joke.
and it's not a joke, it's our newest game, Highway Hoodwink.
Woo!
So in this game, you will have to move your robot through a crowded street. You will have to make sure it doesn't crash anything. We're all about getting the robot safely to the other side. Again, this is one of the first missions, but it will be very complex moving forward. You'll have
Sounds like
to
a lot of if-then statements and using the ultrasonic sensor, which is actually something that's pretty relevant to today's day and age. I actually really think that that's a cool concept.
You're very welcome to start playing this game starting October 11th. Try to get the robot across the street. What about Factory Fiasco? So
Tell me more. Tell me more.
So Factory Fiasco is we all know that in modern days robots become far more crucial in assembly lines in factories. So you'll be able to control your robot and really command and decide how to help your robot create synchronize all its arm to assemble different parts of the CoderZ League world. So it's a really, really cool game. I think my favorite is going to be Highway Hoodwink this year. It's just a sense. I didn't dive into all of them yet, but I think it will be my personal favorite. I think the students will love it. And what do you think? What will be your favorite new game, Randy?
My favorite new game is going to be the game that
You'll win.
causes a student to show us something that we've never even seen before. I think that's always, I said it probably from the beginning, is when a student shows us something that we never thought was possible.
They
Those are
always do.
always, that's what I love. That's what I love to see. That's just me.
In this and kind of try to wrap up and ask our viewers to stay connected. And how will they do that, Randy?
Email us.
No,
Call
join the
us.
CoderZ League teacher
Go
Facebook
join
group.
the CoderZ League.
And also email us
Find us on
if you want.
Facebook. I don't know. You guys know how to get in touch with me. If you don't already know by now, what can I tell you? Me and Gila are available to you. Our team is available to you. We want you to succeed. We want your students to succeed. We want everybody to win. Have a fun and a valuable and an enriching CoderZ League 2022. And here we go. Here we go.
So log into our Facebook group. I will personally welcome you to the group. And if you have any questions, again, anything, if you want to consult with other teachers who are going through the exact same experience, this is your place. Join the community and start posting. We're there for you. And the rest of our community is also there for you. So let's sum up how to start your CoderZ journey today. How? Once you register, you will be able to start creating teams. Randy, do you want to be in my team?
Yeah, invite me as your student. We'll do it.
It's going to be an epic team. Assigned team captain. Um, yeah, it's a major decision. Who's going to be the captain, Randy? Probably me.
Who's going to be the captain? It could be
Of
that
our
student.
team?
Yeah, it could be the student with the most motivation. Could be the student who's been showing some really great skills in computational thinking or figuring things out the past year. It could be the student who just started out and you wanted to give that person some more responsibility because you're that awesome teacher that knows and can motivate that student to really rise. I don't know, but if you were to invite me to a team, I would make you the captain, Gila.
I appreciate that. Thank you. No wonder you're my favorite coworker. Uh, again, once you start this process with us, you can start building your team spirit, flag, t-shirts, pom-poms, screen with CoderZ League screens on it.
Those
Start the
cool
training
flippy
camp.
sunglasses from the 80s that say Coder Z
Order
on
them.
them.
Order them today. Start training camp to start all the fun today and start all the learning today and start building your students' confidence. Again, you're not alone in this process. You'll start receiving weekly emails from our team, both on notifications on your platform, your CoderZ League platform, but also on email to kind of keep you in the loop of everything that's going on this week. Some important dates you should remember, some things you might want to consider with your code, tips, advice. Again, we'll be there for you every single week with this a beautiful email. Okay, so how to sign up to the CoderZ League today, Randy? How do I sign up? How do I sign up?
Oh man, I'm gonna say CoderZLeague.com.
CoderZLeague.com. And what is the price, Randy? How much
It's
is it?
$290 for a team of 6. And what is this about? I see special deals for school license. Can you
What
tell
if
me something
I
about that?
yeah, what if I join this webinar today? What will happen?
Oh my gosh, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I want to tell you.
Tell me,
I want to tell you. So
but don't tell me.
no, I want to tell everyone. It's not just you here, Randy. So everyone who joined this webinar could use the promo code free team and get one team for free. It's a $290 discount
Wavy
just for
hands.
you. Just for you, just for being with us today. We really appreciate you guys, and we want you to enjoy and have this another team on CoderZ League that will be our present to you guys for joining us today. So the free team coupon code is limited in time. So make sure I think it's by the end of the month. So don't hesitate. If you're interested in registering, don't miss out on this special deal for you. You'll get an email with reminding you of this coupon code. Plus, you'll get everything we talked about today, a recording of this awesome webinar to your email. And yeah, what else can I say? You get a free team. You'll get everything I just mentioned in your email. And we're there for you all the way. Your kids will have all the STEM knowledge and will be equipped for the real world. What else to say?
In order to get the one free team, you must register at
Oh yeah,
least 2 CoderZ League teams.
but then again, it's you're gonna want more than 2, 3 teams. Who wouldn't?
As many students as possible learning
Let
about
let as many students as
themselves
possible
and how much
excel.
they love coding and robotics and STEM, bring them to that point, and the only way to do that is to include more students and time. Thank you,
And
everybody.
time.
Thank you, Gila. Thank you, everybody who
Thank you,
joined.
Randy.
We went up to 60. We're up to 60 at some point, but now we have people obviously following up. We were saying goodbye. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Bye,
Last minute
everyone. Thank
questions,
you
put it
for
in the
joining
Q&A.
us.
Bye bye. Another webinar. Check. Bye, Gila. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Randy. Bye.